was 2 years ago, Cassie Dyson, Alex Collier, met in the giant robot capital of the world, Japan. They were introduced to one another through mutual friends. Somehow, they ended up at a Hooters together to celebrate Cassie's birthday. I mean, after all, nothing says I'm totally into you like mediocre hot wings and orange booty shorts. But they got to know each other a little, and they talked very intensely about their respective love for robots. And it began a friendship that would one day bring them here, to this very day. Now, after Hooters, they continued to talk online. But several months later, a brilliant idea was hatched. Despite Alex being anti-relationship at the time, and Cassie not really looking for love, one of them suggested, "Hey, we should date." And then the other agreed. The relationship almost happened to them, rather than it being a carefully crafted plan of either party. But true to form, their first date was to go see a giant robot. There was a DeLorean there too, but they were totally there for the Gundam. Now they spent the evening admiring its hulking metal exoskeleton and waxing philosophical about its potential to fight off invading aliens, or perhaps giant kaiju. But as darkness fell upon them, fireworks shot into the sky, and both felt this wave of happiness spread across them. It was their aha moment, the moment they realized they wanted to be together. And then they started spending a lot of time together. Like, seriously, a lot of time. And they talked all of the time. And if they were not together, they were probably texting one another. They found a mutual love for bargain hunting. They would walk the streets looking to further their already impressive collection of robots and anime-related memorabilia. They were a match made in otaku. And they still are. 2 years on, they now survive on a healthy dose of humor and the hilarious clash between British and American culture. They mesh really well, and everything about their relationship comes very easily to them. They share a lot of interests, and those that they don't share, they have learned to accommodate. Alex, for example, has learned to love Cassie for her dedication to living life to the fullest, even in the most difficult of times. Her enthusiasm in all that she does, and the way she genuinely cares about the feelings of everyone around her. Cassie has learned to love Alex for his intelligence, the way he makes her laugh, and the perfect trust that they have learned to share. So whether they are enjoying something from the Macross universe, watching movies together, or perhaps building robots, these two have found happiness in one another. But no matter what they do, I think everyone here agrees they're pretty awesome. So let's join them as they make their relationship and their love official today. Now we're going to start this evening with the vows, which they have chosen to write themselves. And since Alex is the kind of stand-up guy who I know would want his beloved to go first for everything on her wedding day, we'll start with you.
Very good at this. You are my keymaster to my gatekeeper, the pilot to my Valkyrie. If I ever was a companion, you would be my doctor. I choose you to be my husband today, and I would choose you again tomorrow. I will go on choosing you the day after, and every day for the rest of our lives. I love that you're brilliant, talented, and handsome. I love that you hold and comfort me when I cry, even when for no reason. I love that you make me laugh every day, and I love our inside jokes. But most of all, I love the fact that you and I both make each other really laugh. I promise to feed you when you're hungry, or grumpy, or forget to take care of yourself. I promise to treat you as my best friend and equal, and to ask for help when I need it, and offer help always. Milo and I promise to be a most loving family to you. I promise I'll never let anything come between us. The fight, to love you through good times and challenging times, and to maintain a sense of humor and partnership for the rest of our lives. This is the vow to you.
Oh.
Now you have to follow that.
These are some of the hardest words I've ever had to write. How do I sum up all the things I feel about you, us, in one short speech? I can't. It would take all night to list all the things that make me love you, but I can try. When I first met you, I never have imagined that the red-headed girl sitting across from me would end up being the most important thing in my life. The more I got to know her, the more I fell in love with her. The more I fell in love with her, and what's even more amazing is that she was falling in love with me too. Over these first few months, I realized her crazy matched my crazy. I also realized that she was the girl I wanted to spend the rest of my life. She soon became the first thing I thought about when I woke up, and the last thing I thought about before I went to sleep. Not being with her was just unacceptable. Cassie, I love you. I promise to always be there for you. I'll always be there for my love. As long as we're a team, we'll always pull through. Ruin di gariti. I love you.
We move now to the rings, symbols of their love and dedication to one another, and a permanent reminder for everyone else to just back off. And we have the rings. Now, if you can't see, you will note that the rings are in a box. There's an exact replica of the TARDIS. Now, I believe this sums up the relationship nicely because, like the TARDIS, the symbolism of these rings is bigger on the inside. Would you mind actually interrogating a little bit? Tell us, Kathy, do you promise Alex to be his wife from this day forward, to be faithful and honest in every way, and to honor the trust he places in you, to love and respect him in his successes and in his failures, to make him laugh, to be there in times of sorrow, to care for him in sickness and in health, to be his companion, and most importantly, his friend on this journey you've chosen to make together?
I do.
And Alex, you promise Cassie to be her husband from this day forward, to be faithful and honest in every way, and to honor the trust she places in you, to love and respect her in her successes and in her failures, to make her laugh, to be there in times of sorrow, to care for her in sickness and in health, to be her companion, and most importantly, her friend on this journey you've chosen to make together.
Thank you.
All right, got it. Finally, we finish tonight with what is traditionally called the Unity Ceremony. It's the moment where we get to symbolize the joining of their two formerly separate lives into one from here on out. Now, if you've ever been to a wedding, chances are good you've seen people light candles or perhaps blend sand. But none of that quite fit for Alex and Cassie. Those traditional options just didn't have enough robots. So call them what you will, Gundams, Mechs, Zords, or Katai. Tonight, you get the chance to bear witness to what may be the first ever unifying construction of the best two-people team robot, the Gunbuster. So, Gati Shimashou!
Cheers. Yay!
With that, it is now by the power vested in me. You guys are jumping. Wait a second. So, by the power vested in me by the state of Ohio, that I officially pronounce you husband and wife. You can make out now. So, ladies and gentlemen, families and friends, it is my great honor and personal pleasure to officially introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Cassandra and Alexander Collins.